If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Miss Tuscaloosa, Caitlyn McTier is our star, well, actually not our star student, we just had a star student, but she's been on many times before. And Caitlyn, good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Talk a little bit about what's going on in Caitlyn McTier's life right now.
Well, it is a crazy time. I am a student at the University of Alabama, so we are getting ready for finals week, so wrapping up all the school, all the school and all the classes and stuff. So it's a busy time at UA. Also just trying to wrap everything up, getting ready for the summer, but it's good.
You know, sometimes I guess it can seem like a blur. Things are moving so quickly.
I know. This whole semester, especially like after February, has just been going so fast, but at the same time so slow. I look back at the semester, I'm like, wow, it sped by, but also like day by day when I had to get those assignments out and had to go to work, all these different events, it felt like it was taking forever, but you know, it's great.
Yeah. Miss Tuscaloosa 2019. Talk about that honor.
Yeah, so I've been so honored to serve the Tuscaloosa community over the last year. It's crazy to think that I was crowned back last July and my reign is actually coming to a close soon, but I actually have Miss Alabama coming up at the first week of June, which is going to be super fun. It'll be my third year going. Last year I got to represent the Montgomery area as Miss Tri-County, and also then my year before I was Miss Sylacauga. So it was really fun getting to represent my hometown and then also where I live now in Tuscaloosa.
Well, you're a veteran of Miss Alabama then, right?
I guess so. It's so weird, you know, considering my first year I competed, I was 17. So there's a lot of girls there that this is their first year and they're 20 or 21 or older than that. And I don't feel like I'm that old, but it definitely
You're
setting
a young
in.
veteran.
A young vet, yeah.
Talk about how you've gotten to where you are now, and then we're going to talk about a big event coming up here in Sylacauga. But talk about Caitlyn McTier, the young lady, a little bit.
Well, the Miss America system definitely has shaped me into the woman that I am today. I started out competing in the Outstanding Teen program. My first teen title was actually Miss Sylacauga's Outstanding Teen. And then I was able to compete for teen for 4 years. And then, of course, transition into the Miss America system. But the city of Sylacauga High School, the many leadership opportunities I had while I went to school there, and now the University of Alabama, they just really have shaped me into the woman that I am. And I think that being involved and really putting yourself out there, those clubs or those things that you might think do not matter, they definitely do, and they add up and they really can help you in the long run.
When do you begin dreaming?
When did I begin dreaming?
Dreaming. Here you are, a young lady, and it had to start with a dream somewhere, though. Sure, certainly.
I definitely think it was when I was a little girl. My mom and my grandparents, they always were very encouraging of any idea that I had. They let me explore career options or whatever it was with toys and little things. And I think also being an only child, I was just very independent. So for me, I think I began dreaming just at a really young age, and they never really shot down my imagination. And I think that's what's made me the creative person that I am and has really helped me to succeed.
You mentioned your mom, and your grandparents.
Yes.
How did they help mold your life to this point?
Well, they have been absolutely tremendous in being able to facilitate my growth. Everything from just being that cheerleader on the sidelines, literally, when I was a cheerleader or playing golf, to being there when I didn't get something that was really important to me. And my grandmother would always just tell me, you know, if you did your best, and that's all you can do. And so that's been something very pivotal for me, is just remembering that support system I have at home, and that regardless if I win or lose, and I know they always have my back. And they're great.
There's a big event coming up here in Sylacauga on May the 3rd, and it's called Movie Night.
Yes.
And the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals helping local kids. What's this about?
So we have our very first annual Children's Miracle Network Sylacauga Movie Night, which I'm super pumped about. It's going to be on May the 3rd. It's on a Friday. And so this is going to be a way for the community to help raise money for the Children's Miracle Network, which is a national platform for the Miss America system. So for this event, you can come out, you can buy tickets at the door, or you can purchase tickets from the B.B. Comer Library or from my mom. You can see it on Facebook. And those tickets, you're going to be able to get in, watch the movie, get some popcorn, get a drink, and all of those proceeds are going to go to the Children's Miracle Network, which is great.
The platform. Talk about your platform a little bit.
So I was saying that our national platform for the Miss America system is the Children's Miracle Network. So every single girl that competes in both Miss America and Miss America's Outstanding Teen, we do raise money for CMN. But also I have my own personal platform, which has been centered around hunger. So when I was here in Sylacauga, I specifically worked with childhood hunger, worked a lot with Alabama Childhood Food Solutions, with Jim and Linda Jones are absolutely phenomenal.
They do a great job, don't they?
They literally are incredible, and I think it was amazing working with them that I started with them right when they were starting. So my 7th grade year, when I started working with Alabama Childhood Food Solutions, they were just launching. And so that really just made me excited to serve my peers. And so when I got to college, I kind of shifted to more college food insecurity. And so I work a lot at the University of Alabama with our food pantry, and also at a state level doing research and being able to see kind of what it looks like on every college campus at those four-year universities.
Caitlyn McTier, Miss Tuscaloosa 2019 is our guest this morning. And movie night, the featured movie Wander is 6 o'clock. Down at J. Craig Smith Community Center, and not a bad seat in the house there either, is it?
No, especially with the renovations that recently happened in the J. Craig Center. I think the projector screen and the whole ambiance is going to be really wonderful.
Now, what about tickets? How can they get tickets?
You can go to the B.B. Comer Library, or you can reach out to my mom on Facebook, and we can get those for you, but also you can purchase tickets at the door.
And all the proceeds go to the Children's Miracle Network.
Yes.
Right?
So we love helping the kids, and Children's Miracle Network and their hospital specifically in Birmingham is absolutely incredible, and the work they do for those kids, it just blows my mind. And so any dollar that you can give, even if you can't make it to the movie, we'll take any donations to be able to help those kids out with whatever they need. What
responsibilities do you feel in being Miss Tuscaloosa 2019, being involved in Miss Alabama? You know, with success comes responsibilities.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's so much of a pressure, and especially being able to represent the community that you live in, that this crown, even if it's not on my head, it is always the presence of it. And so whether it's me in the grocery store or at an elementary school or just on campus at UA, I'm always representing Miss Tuscaloosa and being able to just talk to people and show people that you care. I think that's one of the most valuable things that you can do for someone, is just show them that you care about them, and giving them, even just if it's 2 minutes, just to ask them how their day is going. I think that's been one of the most impactful things, is just being able to just talk to people and learn about their stories and be able to grow from that personally by just learning about other people.
Yeah. How do you prepare for Miss Alabama's coming up real soon?
It is. So we are in absolute crunch time. So we're getting ready, getting it all ready to go. We have our wardrobe, which is exciting. You know, got to have the clothes, got to be dressed and ready. But also just current events. So much of the Miss America system is moving away from everything being about outer beauty to being more about how well you can speak and how you can move audiences and girls and be a true role model and being uniquely and authentically yourself. And so for me, it's just being able to work hard at understanding what's going on in the news, understanding myself better, and being able to communicate my brand and what's important to me and my platform to other people.
Caitlyn McTier is our guest this morning here on Daybreak Live, and there was quite a stir about the swimsuits. And talk about that just a little bit.
Yeah, so actually the week of Miss Alabama last year, so last June, they released that we were no longer going to be doing swimsuit in the upcoming season. So this is the very first time Miss Alabama will not have a swimsuit competition, which for me, I'm very much in support of it. I think that it was a very good move. I think that even though, yes, it's important to be physically fit and to be able to have that stamina, I don't think you should judge a woman based off of how many abs they have or what size they are. And so for me, being able to have more of a focus on what's coming out of my mouth, how intelligent I am, how up-to-date I am on the news, how passionate I am about my platform, and also that emphasis on talent as well. I think it's going to be a great move for the Miss America system.
It's not just an eye look.
Yeah.
You know, there's more to that person behind that eye look.
Oh yeah, and being physically fit is not one size or one mold too. And so I think that a lot of times with Swimsuit, you see a girl on stage, and if they're not a size 0 or 2 and they don't have packed out abs and cuts in their legs, that you don't consider them physically fit. And I think that there are girls of all sizes that I think if you're working hard and you're exercising and you're eating the best that you can and also living a very practical lifestyle, I think that is what being healthy and physically fit is. So I think making the move is going to be really good.
You mentioned your wardrobe.
Yes.
And all the young ladies have their wardrobes. And what goes into selecting wardrobe?
It is a very long process. So many going to different dress shops and trying different things on, seeing what works, what doesn't, and just figuring out how to compliment yourself and kind of what you're wanting to project. I like to see consistency across everything from my interview dress all the way to my closing number or my evening gown. And each and every piece is so important in being able to, I guess, understand the girl and show your personality. And it's not really about how expensive the dress is or, you know, how many jewels are on it, but really how it just highlights your personality and who you are on stage.
How do colors work into the wardrobe?
Well, honestly, for me, I, for some reason, have found myself every year kind of having 2 or 3 colors that I stick with. But, you know, honestly, it's up to you. Especially when we had Swimsuit, you had some girls that really wanted some poppy colors because that was more of their personality. But even when you walk in an interview, it's crazy to see how some girls love to have a jumpsuit on. Some people like having more of a professional suit, some like dresses. And so you never really know what you're going to expect. And I know the judges probably really enjoy being able to see such a fashion show of so many different clothes, but color honestly just varies.
Movie night, community movie night coming up on May the 3rd, 6 o'clock, the featured movie Wander, and it's going to be at the J. Craig Smith Community Center, and all proceeds go to the Children's Miracle Network and the hospitals that they serve. And, you know, kids, you were once a kid. Yeah,
I still think I am sometimes.
You're a young lady now, but kids growing up, a little bit different when I was growing up, but they're so important.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the work that Children's Hospital does is absolutely phenomenal. The way that they serve not only the child, but their entire family is incredible. And so when you're donating to the Children's Miracle Network, you're not just helping out that specific child and their needs, but you're catering to the entire family. And the family environment is so important, especially in the rehabilitation of a child that's sick. And so being able to take care of that whole family and have such a warm and friendly environment, no matter who it is that walks in the hospital, because you never know when that could be your son or daughter, you never know when that could be your niece or nephew, and being able to make those donations, because you never know when you might need help yourself.
You've done a lot of interviews, a lot of radio, a lot of television, a lot of newspaper, a lot of magazine. What drives Miss Tuscaloosa 2019 Caitlyn McTier?
I would just have to say knowing that the work that I do now will pay off in the future. I think that when you work hard, it will always reap its benefits. And even though the days get really long sometimes, and especially being a student doing all of this, I think a lot of times people forget that we're students, we have jobs, we go to class, we have extracurriculars, and we also wear a crown and go to elementary schools and sign autographs. So we live such versatile lives, but it's really, I've been able to see how being a part of the teen program in my last few years in the Miss America system have shaped me into the person I am. And I just want to continue to be someone that grows from being a part of the system. So every single day that I can work hard with this crown on and inspire another girl that might be younger to grow up and do something like this, or to feel like they have a voice in this world, it matters and it means something to me.
And that's a passion of yours, you know, to be driven like that, and a lot of responsibilities come with it. What about the importance of your hometown supporting you?
Yeah, so a large part of why I had this movie night here in Sylacauga was to be able to, I guess, engage the Sylacauga community in what I'm doing now in Tuscaloosa. I absolutely love serving Sylacauga, my first year competing as Miss Sylacauga. But now being in Tuscaloosa, I'm so far away. So many of my appearances are in the Tuscaloosa area or Tuscaloosa County, and I don't really get to make it home a lot for a lot of things, not just because I'm busy in school, but just because it can be a lot to try to hold fundraisers there and here in Sylacauga. So the community involvement is extremely important in all of this, and I hope that you can know that I'm just, even though it says Miss Tuscaloosa on my banner, that I'm just as much a Sylacauga girl, and I'm representing you guys too at Miss Alabama.
And you always will.
Yes, always repping Sylacauga.
Yeah. Let's capsule movie night, community movie night coming up on May 3rd.
Wait, can you say it again?
Can you capsule a little bit what's going to be happening?
Of course. So the movie night is going to be absolutely incredible. Get there. It'll be Friday, May the 3rd. We'll have everything from popcorn to drinks there, and then we're going to be showing the movie Wonder, which is going to be really special. So I really would love to see you come out, support Children's Miracle Network and myself as well, and just be able to show that you support CMN and all the work that they do, but also you support your local title holders. Also, you'll have Jayla Duncan there. She's Miss Coosa Valley, so she represents the Childersburg area, and Sanaya Thomas, she's my rising star. So you'll be able to see a student that actually that's a part of the Sylacauga City School System there as well. So come out and support us and really help the kids.
Certainly, we welcome Miss Coosa Valley's outstanding teen, Jayla Duncan, too, and Sanaya Thomas, who's Miss Tuscaloosa's rising star 2019. Get your tickets and be a part of Community Movie Night. All the proceeds will go to CMN. Finally this morning, Miss Tuscaloosa 2019, Caitlyn McTier, another minute with us this morning here on Daybreak Live. How do you balance all this stuff?
A calendar, a very well scheduled calendar. It is a lot. I think being involved at UA is something that is a lot different than involvement in high school, and I think that was one of the biggest challenges going to college for me, was getting used to having, even though they say, oh, you have so much more time because you have classes that are sporadically around.
Yeah, right.
That's a lie, honestly, and also having to work a part-time job as well. So having to just balance all that out and really not get as much sleep as I would prefer, but I know that all the work that I'm doing is so important and that it's really going to help people out. And so being able to serve the people around me and my community is just means so much to me. And so I think that's just what drives me. And even though I sometimes can get a little unorganized, as anyone does, I know that it all matters.
Well, continued success and good luck at Miss Alabama coming up it's June, right?
June, first week of June.
Wow, it's not far away at all. And our movie night is not far away either. It's May the 3rd, 6 o'clock. Featured movie Wonder, J. Craig Smith Community Center. Get your tickets this week. All proceeds go to CMN. Miss Tuscaloosa and hometown young lady Caitlyn McTier is our guest this morning. Caitlyn, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
We got more Daybreak just ahead.